Alright, well, we're gonna release this. Alright, I think this bad boy's ready to come off. Good morning, everybody. Today is the day I've been waiting for so long. Today, we are hitting a 4.5 hour road trip heading up north to the Cascade area to do my first ever solo camp. We got the truck all loaded up. First stop, we're gonna check our tire pressure before we hit the road. Then we're gonna be stopping in Boise to get some more ice for the ice chest. So let's hit the road. See you guys in Boise. Well, we made it to our halfway point. We are in Boise, Idaho, stopping to get some gas and maybe top off the ice chest. Somewhere in Boise that I haven't been to in a really long time. And I was thinking about holding off to the end of the trip to get this, but I'm kind of feeling like this might be a good start to the trip and kill some time since we're a little bit early on our journey. So we're gonna gas up and make our next stop. You'll see where that is right now. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am for this. I'm originally from Southern California, which I think is the heart and soul of In-N-Out. And the nearest one to me up here in Idaho is in Boise, where I'm at, which is a couple hours away from where I live. And with my diet change, with the fact that I don't really come to Boise very often, I haven't had In-N-Out in probably about 6 months or so. And I'm a In-N-Out lifer. My heart and soul is In-N-Out. I think it's the best burger place, the best fast food place, and you can fight me on that. Everything's so fresh. I've been to so many In-N-Outs all over Southern California, some in the worst areas, some in the best areas. I've been to In-N-Out in Nevada. I've been to In-N-Out up here in Boise and Meridian, the neighboring town. And I have yet to ever be unhappy with In-N-Out, like ever. And I've been going there since I was a kid, all over the freaking place. And I'm pretty dang excited to have this In-N-Out right now. It's a great company for one. They take care of their employees. It's family owned, and the menu has never changed. The prices are great. Like I said, everything is fresh. But this is gonna be a live reaction. And I've been eating nothing but fish and chicken and veggies and an occasional steak for the last couple months. And this is my first cheat meal. So let's take a bite. The inner big back in me, the former big back in me, is freaking excited right now. I doubt I'll be able to finish this because I really don't eat a whole lot of food very often anymore. This is a double, grilled onions, lettuce and tomato, nice toasted bun. And I am so excited, like I've said already. Good Lord. Wash it down with some nice light pink lemonade. That is too good. Now, a lot of people hate on the In-N-Out fries. I personally love them. I think they're perfect. They're fresh. They're diced right there on the spot. Lightly salted. I love the fries. And this is the first potatoes or French fries or anything of that nature I've had in a long time too. Oh man. This makes me so happy. And that's not just because I haven't had it in a long time, or good food like this in a long time. Those patties are fresh, cheese is melted, onions are grilled, the veggies are crispy, the bun's toasted. It just don't get no better than this. This trip is already off to a banger of a start. I'm gonna finish picking out in this, and we'll check back in once we hit the road and hit the 55 north up to Cascade. All right, well, we just left North Boise, I think it was, and we're on the 55 north. About another 86 miles till we get to our destination, but there's a little stop I wanna make right when we get into Cascade to see the old property that my family used to stay at when we'd go up there in the summers. So back to the road trip jams, and we'll check in a little while. really loud because it's right along the highway, but in the background here is the ranch house that my family used to stay at when I was a kid. See if I could show you. It's kind of far away. There's the barn house, and I think that's the house that my dad helped work on. We used to help do all the fencing right here. All the cows in the field. We'd ride the quads, ATVs, have a good time, go up into the mountains and shoot paintballs and blow darts and stuff. But this is where it all started for me back when I was a kid. Right on Lake Casade. There's a lot of traffic and a lot of noise, so we're gonna get back on the road, get to the campground, set up camp. Well, I made it. I'm here. This is not my campsite. Mine is just right over there. Looks like someone's parked there. Maybe they're getting ready to leave, but man, this is gorgeous. Still can't believe I'm here. Well, let's go check out our campsite, see if we can get set up. All right, we got the truck unloaded. Got an extra water container. Got a water port. Extra firewood. And read the instructions. All right, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to see any bears, obviously, hopefully not, but on the website it does say that bears frequent the area, so just to be safe, we're carrying our 10mm. We're loading up some Horn 80 backcountry defense, hard cast, synthetic. Never know, just to be safe. That's what I call my bear spray. You know, normally I would say carry both, but it is really windy here, and if you know anything about bear spray and wind, it's not a good mixture. You could just end up affecting yourself and making yourself a spicy snack for a bear. So I chose not to ride with bear spray for this one. Sorry, Mom, but I have my own version of bear spray. God forbid I ever see one. All right, family, here's my campsite. There's the lake. There's my baby. Got my fire pit, some firewood, fire starters, my hatchet. Here's my home for the night, or the next couple nights. Got a cot, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, pillow and blankets if needed. Got a little lantern up top. There's the facilities and trash cans. Got one of the shaded spots, so that worked out. Got another lantern. I have a headlamp, of course, too. Here's my little Coleman grill. It's my jet boil for my coffee. Got my fruits, my meat, my veggies in there. Got my shower in the back of the truck in case I don't like the showers here. And I got an extra 4-gallon water container. So I'm debating on finding a hiking trail or just getting straight to fishing. But yeah, here I am. freaking doing it. Well, there is an algae bloom, but the sign says it doesn't put any of the toxins in the fish, so they're still safe to eat. Let's go down here to the shade by this tree stump and get these poles in the water. So on this pole, I'm using a Panther Martin size 6 spinner, whatever you want to call it. 10-pound line, 6-pound lead, and just a swivel up here. And then the other pole, I'm using the setup that always works for me down in southern Idaho, and that's this little slide weight, barrel swivel, and a mice tail. So we're going to get this guy out there, do a bait and wait, and then I'm going to be throwing out the Panther Martin, seeing if that chases them in too. Damn, I didn't even realize I had one on. That was quick. What the hell are you? What are you? Other way, wrong way. There you go. Is that a little perch? Damn, that's 2 of them really quick. Got another little baby perch. A couple of these tiny guys, but nothing good so far. I don't know what that other fish was, that first one. But at least I got these perch off my to-do list. Hold on, don't spike me either. Pole just dipped really hard. Oh yeah, come on, please be a trout. Oh yeah, I got him. Another perch. Damn. Look at that. Nice looking fish. Too small to eat though. So that was my 4th perch of the day. 5th fish total. And Idaho Fish and Game Officer just stopped right here on the shore, and of course they checked the license and everything. The guy was really nice, really cool. Most of the ones I've come across are really nice people. But he told me that the other fish I caught that I didn't know what it was is a northern pike minnow. So that's 2 new species off the list today. Still nothing edible, still no trout, but the officer did say that he just checked some people on a boat for a license and they had 2 massive trout. So Hopefully a good sized one comes and swims near shore and could snatch him up for dinner tomorrow night. But either way, it's pretty cool to catch two new fish that I've never caught before and check them off the list. So I got the pole back out there again, see if we can get some more bites. Oh yeah, we're getting some good bites. I think we got a fish on. Oh yeah, definitely got a fish on. They just tangle themselves up in that damn algae. There we go. Hey, good looking perch. Hey, look at that. Look at him sticking those spikes up. Let me get this out of you. Look at that. All right, well, the bites seem to be slowing down. I know usually around sundown the bites kind of pick up, but right now I haven't gotten a bite in quite a few minutes. So sun's getting ready to go down, behind the mountains at least. And I still got to chop my firewood and get some things ready for tonight's dinner and all that. So I think I'm gonna pack up and head back to the campground, or back up to the campsite, just right over there, and cut some firewood, maybe make some coffee and get ready for tonight. Let's make some coffee. We went cheap on the coffee just to keep it easy. Nescafe Taster's Choice instant coffee. Shoot me for it. I wanted to keep it simple. But we went fancy on the creamer. Some Chobani white chocolate mocha. Once this boils up, we're gonna make some coffee and then chop up some firewood. Cheers. That's good. Oh yeah, that definitely hits the spot. Let's get to chopping some firewood. All right, we put some warm clothes on. It's really nice, but just in case it gets cold overnight, I want to dress warm. So let's get this fire going and then let's start getting dinner ready. See. We got our fire going. Let's get to prepping dinner. So for dinner, we are doing it big. We are doing a nice big beautiful ribeye, some asparagus. There's my little cooking kit. It's got everything I need. We're using those later. You get a good idea of why. Got my Kinder seasoning, all my kitchen utensils in one bag. Very convenient. We're gonna be doing a butter and olive oil mixture with some garlic, making it real tasty. So let's cut these asparagus down, season this steak, and start heating up the oil and butter. Now those may look a little funky because they got a little cold in the ice chest, but after we season them up and saute them, they're still going to be just as tasty. So for the seasoning, keeping it simple, using Kinder's The Steak Blend. All right, we got our cast iron skillet over the heat. Let's turn it down just a little. Extra virgin olive oil. Chunk of Kerrygold Irish butter. That is the best dang butter. I don't care what any of you say, that is the best butter around. All right, well, now that butter and oil mixture is ready, we're gonna add our garlic. And we're gonna let that garlic render down a little bit before we add our steak. thing. That is a beauty of a ribeye. I like my medium rare, so we're going to check it about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. I like to scoop up some of this butter and garlic and olive oil. Okay. Alright, so I'm cooking the asparagus right in the same oil and butter mixture from the steak. It's going to give it the same nice flavor, and rather than putting new oil and reheating the pan and all that, I figured that's a good mix to just throw the asparagus in and let it do its thing. Check out the fire. Sure do burn through firewood quickly. Good thing I bought 3 bundles, and somebody left a nice pile of natural firewood right here too, so thank you to whoever left it. And the bugs are out. Damn, I look tired. It's about 8:30, which is about an hour past my normal bedtime, so if I look tired, it's just the way it is. But pretty excited for this meal. Can't wait for this asparagus to finish, cut up that steak, plate it up, and eat a beautiful dinner next to a beautiful campfire. All right, let's cut this bad boy up. Oh yeah. That's definitely medium rare. All right, quick initial taste test. That is beautiful. I might have lost 40 something pounds, but still have that big back in me. That is delicious. I'll plate this up, go sit by the fire, try to get away from the bugs. And there it is, folks. More on the rare side than medium rare, but that's fine with me. I like it still. Let's sit down by this fire, enjoy this food, and then later on we'll get to our little dessert snack. I am freaking stuffed. Got my headlamp on. That was a good dinner. That was awesome. Haven't had that much food in one day between In-N-Out and the ribeye. Haven't had that much food in one day in a long time. So just did a little bit of kind of housekeeping, cleaning up the kitchen area and or the cooking area. And I'm gonna get rid of my trash right now and then debate on if I'm gonna do my little special dessert tonight or just save it for tomorrow night. But first things first, let's get rid of this trash. It is 6:30 in the morning. I froze my ass off all night. Left my hoodie out on my camping chair. And I tossed and turned all night at every little sound. What sounded like animals. And it was freezing. And I finally got up at 5:30 and started the fire and put my hoodie on and had a couple cups of coffee already. But it is pretty beautiful seeing the sky lighten up and just sitting here with the fire and enjoying the peace and quiet. Well, good morning, everybody. It is about 7:30 a.m. Got a little fire going. Sun's coming up over the lake. It's really beautiful. It was really cold last night, a lot colder than I thought. And I left my hoodie out on the camp chair, and it got really cold. I slept in a long sleeve shirt, sweatpants, and socks. I didn't get in my sleeping bag, but I slept on top of it with a blanket on, and it was comfortable, but it just got freezing cold. Well, right around the time I wake up for work, which is about 1:30 to 2 a.m., I kept waking up and trying to go back to sleep, but it was so cold I couldn't really get comfortable. And finally, about 5:30 a.m., I got up out of the tent, came and put my hoodie on, and started the fire up real nice, because it was just unbearable at a certain point. And it's crazy because it said it was only like 60 degrees, but it's not that cold, but it felt freezing cold. But today's plan: cook some breakfast, some more food I haven't eaten in a while, which is some bacon and hash browns. I'm gonna make some eggs, and I've already had a couple cups of coffee, but I might make some more coffee. But just watch the sunrise over the lake, get changed into some better clothes for today, and then get down to that lake and start fishing. Probably walk down the bank a little bit down towards the larger portion of the lake, try to get some rainbow trout, because yesterday we were very successful with the perch, but the only eating size slipped away. So my goal is to catch some trout for dinner tonight, and tonight we're making the s'mores for sure. So like I said, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy watching the sunrise over the lake for a little bit, and get to making breakfast. First bacon I've had in 2.5, 3 months. That is so good. Now, breakfast has always been my favorite meal. There's just something that hits different about breakfast while camping. Let's try these Southwest potatoes. Came out a little greasy. Started burning the bottom of the pan. I don't know if I had the burner too high, but still really tasty. Just a little bit greasy. Smash up this runny egg. Man, the bugs are out in full force already. I prefer crispy bacon. Eggs and potatoes. Well, I might have lost 45 pounds, but apparently I still got that inner big back in me. Proved that to myself the last 2 days. But since we're here, go over some thoughts of the campground so far. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful spot. I like how this one's kind of tucked away from all the popular camping spots on Lake Casade. Beautiful scenery. My campsite's pretty cool. It's got enough shade. I'm happy with it. Right on the lake. Cons would be no showers, but I do have a water port, and sometimes that's not important if you're only here for a day or two, but personally I like to be clean. I think a camp shower can really refresh you and change your whole mindset, your whole mood. But other con would be road noise. It's right off the highway, and although this is very remote, there's a ton of trucks going by for Idaho Fish and Game, for firefighters and stuff, and it can get a little noisy. Overall, I still really love this spot, and I'm really happy I'm here. But we're gonna clean up some dishes, tidy up the campsite a little bit, get changed, and we need to catch tonight's dinner. Well, once again, good morning everybody. We have showered, very cold shower, but glad I brought my water port, even though the shower handle was busted and water was spraying everywhere and it was ice cold. Still felt pretty good. I know we're camping it, we're roughing it, but sometimes that shower makes all the difference in the world. Teeth brushed, ears Q-tipped, feels good. It's a fresh start on a new day. So today I'm walking along the shore. Our mission, like I've said, we're catching dinner tonight. Yesterday I caught 6 perch and 1 northern pike minnow, and there was only 1 edible size perch, and he slipped away, made his escape. So the goal today is to get some rainbow trout or a big enough perch to eat, but we're gonna walk along the shore that way. Try to get to a better spot because there's tons of algae, and I was getting snagged like every other cast over here yesterday. So I'm gonna continue walking on down the shore and pick somewhere to throw the poles in the water. All right, let's get our bottom bait and weight set up in the water. We'll start working that rooster tail, that Panther Martin spoon. Guess I thought this was a rooster tail and this is just a spinner, aka spoon. Whatevs. Oh shit, other pole. Fish on the other pole. Oh yeah, come on baby. Feels pretty good. Another perch. Yep, another perch. Hey, that might be eating size. All right. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let me get that out of you. And he lipped it too. He didn't even swallow it. Perfect. right, well, we're gonna release this guy. He's almost eaten size, but just under, so let's get him free. And there he goes. Well, ended up only getting that one perch, and looking back now, I probably should have kept it because it was pretty dang close to good eating size. And I had to use the restroom, so I came back to the campground, and on my way back I decided to be in too much of a hurry and misplace my footing and slip into the muddy, mucky, nasty banks of the lake and get mud all the way up my pants and shirt and everything. So I just had to take another shower and get changed, but it's all good. Felt pretty good. Nice cold shower in the middle of the day. But I want to take this quiet time while there's no one else here and cut up some logs, cut up some firewood for tonight, and then I'll probably get back down to the lake and fish some more. So let's get tonight's firewood chopped up, get a little bit of camp chores done, and then get back down to the lake. Cheap little Amazon axe. Does the job, but it's not very sharp. But as long as we got some small pieces to get it going, we'll be fine. Well, bite's basically slowed down to a complete stop. A couple nibbles on the pole, seen it bend a couple of times, but not gonna be roasting any fish tonight. I mean, I might go throw the pole back in later, but I'm getting really hungry, so right now I'm gonna cook some chicken. We brought some chicken tenderloins. I'm gonna marinate that, season it up, and then I'm gonna chop up some garlic and onion, cook with some hash browns. We're gonna wrap them in foil and be cooking them on the fire. So step one, let's get that fire going. All right, that's going good enough. I'm gonna keep feeding it while we prep our food. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna chop up our garlic and our onion to add to the potato mix, and probably put some garlic in the chicken too. Damn bees. Now Paulie would cut the garlic so thin with a razor blade that it would basically melt when he cooked it. It was genius. Name that movie reference. Greatest movie of all time. All right, now I'm just gonna get a sheet of foil. Dump some of those hash browns in there. We're keeping it easy. Last night here, keep it easy, keep it simple, but make it tasty. I'm just gonna dump some red onions in there. I'm gonna put about half of the garlic in there. gonna drizzle some olive oil in there. Fold that guy up like that, and we're just gonna place it right on the grill. So we have some chicken tenderloins here. I already patted them dry. We're gonna season them up, put them in foil. Same thing, olive oil, onions, and garlic. As always, Kinder's salt, pepper, garlic. Can never have too much garlic. Extra virgin olive oil. And just like that, that's how easy we're keeping it for our last night here. Get some of this cleaned up. All right, I think the fire's at a good level, not too high, not too low. So we're gonna start off with the chicken, since it's obviously gonna take longer to cook. I'm gonna place this guy right there. Time just goes by too fast on these kind of trips. Wish I had more time off, but I gotta get back to work tomorrow, or Thursday actually. Today's Tuesday. So tomorrow I check out of here at 1. It's about a 4.5 hour drive home, so I'll be home around like 6. And just gotta get the truck unloaded and get right to bed and get to work at 3 in the morning Thursday morning. But I feel like I didn't take any minute of this for granted. This has been an amazing trip, tons of fishing. Might not have caught more than one today, and I should have kept him. He was eating size, now that I think about it. But to catch 8 fish in 2 days at a lake I haven't fished in 9 years, and before that was probably 10 years before that. It's still a great time, and I'm happy with this trip, and taught myself that I could camp on my own and do a lot more things on my own. You know, there's a lot of things I've been doing on my own for a while, but something like this was definitely taking it up to the next level and stepping outside the comfort zone a little bit. But you know, we did it. We got a comfortable tent with our cot and everything. Got our campfire going. Brought enough food. We got our coffee. What more could you need, right? And I'm really glad I brought that water port shower, especially after that spill I took. And then just to start the day with a clean shower, felt really good. I think after this video, I'm gonna do a do's and don'ts of first-time campers or first-time solo campers, and tell you the things I'm glad I did right, and tell you the things that I would have thought about it better and had it turn out better, if that makes sense. But I think we're getting ready to put these potatoes on any minute now. Chicken's been on for about 8 minutes. Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna hang out, let the GoPro charge, probably charge up the Volta handle, and I got the phone charging in the truck, so just gonna hang out and watch this sunset behind those trees in the mountains and get ready to eat some good food. And then tonight, we are having s'mores. So the last time I was here 9 years ago was on the other side of the lake, way on the southeast corner with my brother, my sister-in-law, and at the time it was my 2 oldest nieces. And we did s'mores, and I took a picture like, So I'm gonna recreate that picture tonight. Hopefully there's enough light to get a good picture, but either way, I'm eating s'mores tonight. I haven't had sugar, chocolates, or any of those sweet kind of stuff in a long time, so I am looking forward to that. All right, pulled everything off the fire. I think it's ready. Oh yeah. Put the rest in a Ziploc bag and throw it in the cooler once it cools down. All right, check it out. Not bad for our last night's meal. We got our roasted hash browns with onions and garlic. And we got our chicken tenderloins roasted with onions and garlic. Pretty dang good. Potatoes had some kind of seasoning already, Southwest style, so I didn't add any extra. This is hitting the spot. It's making up for the fact that I didn't catch a dinner fish. I'm gonna finish wolfing down this dinner, And then you already know what time it is. S'mores. Be back in a minute. That's right, it's time for s'mores. Got a better fire than what we need, but I got these really cool skewers that are telescoping so you can stay away from the fire. I like them just toasted like that, lightly, until they get soft. Turn them, turn them. Oh yeah, they're ready. Let's give this first one a shot. Second one's gonna be for that picture I was talking about. God dang bees. The inner big back in me is still strong. There's no words for that. If you've ever cooked marshmallows on a campfire and made s'mores at camp, you know what this joy is right here. Especially if you haven't had chocolate or sweets in several months. And yes, me personally, I do double chocolate because I'm a chocoholic. Thanks, Mom. I'm really glad I saved this for tonight. This is the perfect ending, if you will, to my stay here in central Idaho, recreating memories from childhood and from 9 years ago. Getting away from the city life. I live in a city where there's only 60,000 people, which is a small town to most people. But for me, it's grown to become the city compared to my outdoor escapes. So this has been beautiful. Very blessed. How convenient are those, huh? How far they telescope to. Probably the best part of that Amazon kit. So last time I wore a black hoodie, and I think I had on a gray hat too. So I'm gonna recreate this picture real quick. All right, now let's enjoy the second s'more. Although I'm pretty dang full, and that was a sweets overload for me, so probably don't need it, but when in Rome, right? Big back all day, baby. Even though as soon as I get back home, I'm getting back to my diet, my weight loss plan. This was my splurge. Well worth it. Last night here, all wrapped up. Last night I got freezing cold, so tonight I'm extra bundled up. But it's been a beautiful 2 days. Gonna get my ass to bed, get a fire going early in the morning, and have some coffee. So good night. See you in the morning. Cheers. That's good. Third cup of the day. Just can't get enough coffee, ever. Never actually had one of these before, so I almost put boiling water in there. Good thing I read the instructions first, but looks like it tastes pretty good. So it's been about 5 minutes that cold water's been sitting in it, so let's give it a shot. Put way too much water. Still good. Still got pretty dang cold last night. I actually got in my sleeping bag, had sweatpants, socks, kept my hoodie on, my beanie, blanket on top of my sleeping bag, and I still froze. And it's weird because the temperature only got down to the low 50s, but I guess up here at the mountains it's just freezing. But it's my last day here. Checkout's at 1 p.m. It's like 9 something right now, but I'm just trying to soak it all in and enjoy it. I've been up since 5:30, made a fire early in the morning, got warm, drank a couple cups of coffee and watched the sunrise over the lake. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more fishing. Just gonna kind of sit here and soak it in and appreciate where I'm at, and then get everything packed up and start my road trip back home. Well, teeth are brushed, clothes are changed, and I've decided I'm not gonna wait until 1 p.m. to check out and pack up the truck. As much as I want to be here for every minute I can, it's gonna be another warm sunny day, and packing up during the heat of the day and then hitting traffic is gonna suck. So I'm gonna pack down the tent, get the truck loaded up, say one last goodbye to this place, and hit the road back down to southern central Idaho. Well, we are all packed up just like that. It's a bittersweet feeling. Getting back to Twin Falls, which I love very much. Getting away from these bugs, sleeping in a normal bed. But if I could be honest, I'm just not ready to leave. Let's go say bye to the lake one more time. Gonna do it for this week's adventure. Thank you guys for watching High Desert Adventures 208. I appreciate your guys' support. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe to see more. Drop a comment and tell me what you think of this area. Until next time, Lake Cascade, thank you all.